Many anglers practice catch and release, but did you know there's some points to keep in mind to reduce fish mortality? Joining us with the details is game and fish biologist Doug Leier. Thanks for coming in today.
You're welcome.
Seems pretty simple, but maybe not so much.
And you're right, the concept is really basic and fundamental and really been around literally for years, but as is everything, there's a right way and a wrong way, and sometimes just the mindset of we're going to release these fish, it might not actually accomplish what you're trying to do, is to release the fish back into the water that they can live and provide more fishing opportunities for the water. They can end up dying if you don't do it correctly, Lisa.
So what are the biggest mistakes that people are making?
I think one of the things we really want to focus on right now is when we get to this time of year, fish are going deep, whether it's Devil's Lake or Lake of the Woods, they're going deep. And one of the things that we want to point out to people is when you start catching fish from 25, 30 feet deep of water, there can be some internal damage on those fish when you're pulling them up from such great depths. Think of yourself when you ride in an elevator and how you feel your body react to the elevator, or when you're driving through the mountains and you go through elevation changes slowly. Well, when you do that really rapidly, on the outside, those fish might look okay, but internally, they could have really fatal damage that's been done. So what we try to remind people is, prior to going fishing, if you're going to be fishing in deep water, just say, we're going to be keeping these fish, and then when we hit our limit, we're going to be done fishing, versus fishing in deep water and then trying to figure out, well, should we keep this one or not keep this one, Lisa?
Yeah, plan ahead, think ahead, know your plan before you pull it out, right?
Right, absolutely. And that's probably the biggest point to remind people, is to make sure that you've got that plan ahead. If you're going to be keeping fish, then fish in maybe some shallower areas of the lake. And if you are fishing in deeper water, once you hit that limit, then make sure that you quit, rather than catching more fish and then releasing the ones after that, Lisa.
Can you expand on that? Because I think people think they can get away with something with the limits and the numbers.
Right. And basically, you can catch your limit of fish and keep on fishing, but release fish. Don't be doing that when you're catching fish in the deep water, because then when you release them, they're still going to end up dying, and it's just not what the goal and the philosophy and the purpose behind catch and release is, Lisa.
And when you're talking about damage and you can't really see it on the outside, is it organ damage? What's
Absolutely,
going on?
Yeah, organ damage. Again, on the outside, those fish look okay, they look fine, but there's some real significant damage that can be done to some of the internal organs, the swim bladder on fish, that outwardly they'll look like they're going to survive and they're going to be okay, but internally it could be fatal damage that's been done.
I don't think people always think about these things when they're doing catch and release, but now they should.
Exactly, thank you.
More advice on the Game and Fish website on this?
Yeah, there's a lot of details always available on the Game and Fish Department website.
Doug, thanks for coming in today.
You're welcome.